All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Erick from HA Americans Helping Americans and AMP live for the Sunday Sermon Rants and Raves. Coming to you live here today, kind of on X, LinkedIn, YouTube, and any other social media platform we can get our hands on. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about creative real estate investing, talk about the state of the United States of America and what's going on. Get out there and vote. I did my voting. I had my sticker on me. That was a couple of days ago. Went out and voted. So make sure you go out and vote. Do what you need to do. It's your duty. Whether you're a mom, a dad, a cousin, a mom or uncle or whatever the heck. The bottom line is get out and vote. Super important. Need to get out and vote. Hey, it is what it is. I stand strong with who I'm voting for. No qualms about it. But at the end of the day, too, in God we trust. And, I do believe in God at the same token as well. But we're going to talk about creative real estate investing today. We got some PSA announcements on November 20th. Got a live webinar where we'll be live in-house, possibly live at one of the properties that we're working on in the Midwest. And we'll bring on some mentees, past mentees, current mentees, things of that nature. Anybody that I can get my hands on who does creative real estate investing, options, rent-to-own, lease options, cash, fix and flip, buy and hold, subject to existing financing, seller financing, any of that. If you see this and you want to be a guest, and definitely let me know. Or if you have any openings too, hey, I'm open to do whatever in regards to podcasts and things of that nature. But today, it's we got 2 more days. We got Monday and Tuesday here in crazy-ass Southern California to vote. So it's very, very important that you do go out and vote. Hey, we'd love to have California turn red. That'd be awesome. But, it is what it is. If you're afraid to vote, don't be afraid. Get out there and do what you need to do. What's the worst that can happen, right? Worst that can happen is going to be worse than if we continue with this current administration that's going on. Then things are going to get worse, and they're not going to get better, and it's not going to go backwards unless something crazy happens, right? But kind of transitioning off of F-book simply for not being able to have that freedom of speech. And I get it, right? Yeah, everybody's sensitive these days with the S-bombs, F-bombs. You say something silly, and they look at it as hate speech or whatever. Or if you're promoting something, which is your right for the First Amendment, to have that freedom of speech and be able to say something and not get silenced for it, or whatever the woke bullshit's about. Look, I'm Gen X. I'm a different breed. And they got the baby boomers, and you got, all these other different generations. I get it. It gets harder and harder for the newer generations, because there's so much information, so many things that are going on there. But hopefully we get the young cats. So if you're a young cat, get your butt out there and vote. Do what you need to do. It's your American duty to do that. And it is if you're in this country, it's a God-given right, United States of America. So those things got to change. A lot of things got to change. Should have ID, should be all kinds of different stuff. You don't even need ID anymore to go out and vote in the United States of America or in California. Some places, yes, some places, no. Every state, I get it, right? We got the United States of America, and it's like every little state is a different country. You got your blue, you got your red, you got sanctuary states and all this bullshit. At the end of the day, we're all together. We're all Americans. So when I hear people talk about racism and all that other good stuff, that's all bullshit. Because the bottom line is the United States of America is based on that. It's a melting pot for all kinds of ethnicities and races. And, it doesn't matter what color you are or what breed you are or whatever. We're here in America to do what? One thing. That's take care of our families, go for the American dream, follow the American dream. And sometimes I guess, hey, it doesn't even feel like it's there. People are confused. People are tired. People are frustrated. And I'm sure that's you. But, like I said, today is just Sunday Rants and Raves. Whatever my opinion is, like my dad always used to say, opinions are like assholes. We all got one. So here's mine. Watch it. Don't watch it. Doesn't matter. The bottom line is we got this First Amendment, which is awesome. That's freedom of speech. And now we get to do it on the right here on these things here that we got. I'm going to switch this up so you can see my mug a little bit closer. And we'll go from here. I'm going to share a couple things. I'm going to share some links. Like in regards to creative real estate investing, that's my jam. It's what I do. It's what I'm here to do, to share with you and others across the United States of America, even the world. If you see it, it is what it is. I got my Americans Helping Americans hat and my Americans Helping Americans shirt right here. These basically came in. Was going to suit up. Was suited up yesterday to take care of some business. So I always like the back there. You can see me in the blue suit. That's my jam. I prefer to be suited up to a degree. I also like this too. It's comfortable. It's easier. But perception's reality, right? People, when they first meet you and they first see you, they're going to perceive who the hell you are, what you're about. And it doesn't mean fake it till you make it either. It just means, hey, dress the way you need to dress so you feel like a superhero in your own mind, right? At the end of the day, so you can carry yourself a certain way, speak a certain way, and feel good about what you're doing, right? And that's cool if you like flip-flops and summer shirts and baggy pants and all that good stuff, and that makes you feel fine. Then hey, until you start changing your mind and start changing your perception and start changing who you want to be and be a better version of you, then those things will eventually change as well. That's my thing. I like suiting up. It is what it is. I believe our clients and anybody we work with deserve to have professionalism and courtesy. And yes, customer service has been thrown out the door. So got to bring that back. At least with us, that's what we believe in 100% is to take care of our clients, take care of the people we're working with, bend over backwards to make that happen. And sometimes that doesn't happen. I've went against my better judgment on some things and went ahead and did it. And then boom, I'm like, what the hell? There's no customer service, can't get a hold of people. The product is not the product at the end of the day, or it's old shit, old videos, old PDFs from, 5, 10, 15 years ago. And I'll still stand strong to that, right? Coaching is fine. Videos and PDFs are fine too, to a degree. But once you're done with that, you got to move on to some one-on-one mentoring. You got to find yourself a mentor. I don't care if it's not us, if it's not me, somebody else. If you're looking for free, I always say free is shit and you get what you pay for, right? And at the end of the day, someone has to pay for that shit and do their stuff, right? You got to eat the food and then digest it. I know it's getting a little gross, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, it's a crazy analogy. I get it, but that's what it's about, right? Free is shit and shit is free. So you got to pay your dues. You got to pay for what you want in life at the end of the day because nothing comes for free. We all got to make sacrifices. And if you're not willing to make certain sacrifices, then you won't get to a certain part or a certain level, or you just give up and quit. That's one thing about me. I don't care how many times I fall down on the ground, come back up, fall down, get up. Or if you're having a bad day, because that could be frustrating as well, right? Every day I'm having a bad day, blah, 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 right? And so you constantly got to do what? Redirect. Just go with God, right? Put God in your heart, put God in your mind, put God in your soul. Read and study, and hyper focus. Put your head down and grind if you're going after something. If not, you're just freebie. Hey, just like the 60s and shit, flowers and smoking weed and all that shit. Well, eventually that'll end. They get tired of that, drink too much, whatever it is. A lot of those things happen, and it's probably happening now because, it's frustrating, right? Groceries are double and triple and quadruple, right? 100% more than what they were. It's, for a fucking egg. It's ridiculous. The gas and the fuel and the food and everything. And these guys and gals that are in the current administration or just companies, right, that are just fleecing Americans left and right sucks. I get it. So what do? There's a quote inside of Think and Grow Rich, and it says, look, in regards to patents and all that good stuff, you make something that said, somebody literally, I think it was somebody in the Senate literally wanted to say, hey, we need to close down the patent part of everything here, right? Because everything's already been made. That can be made, and that's bullshit. So, but people had to go and fight it, right? Americans had to fight it. They say, no, there's all kinds of stuff that can be patented, right? There's a lot of inventions that still need to come through. And the same thing with politics, right? Who wants to get into politics? It sucks. Who wants to talk about religion? It sucks. Unless you love that, I get it. And then you can do that and focus on that, and that's your jam, that's your passion. But a lot of people don't want to talk about politics, don't want to get into politics. They say, hey, put the people in office to run our country so we can do what we need to do, and others need to do what they need to do, and move forward. But then, of course, we're human beings, so greed kicks in, and money does some weird shit to people, right? So the bottom line is we got to vote. We got to do what we got to do to save our country, and it doesn't mean not to vote because then you go, oh, well, I'm not going to vote because my vote doesn't matter. Then that's just like saying, okay, stand right there and get punched in the face. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get punched in the face anyways. So you just stand there and get your ass beat or put your face there and get it smashed in. That don't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. You're going to want to punch back. At least punch back. Try to get a couple in before you get your ass beat, right? Right? And if there's strength in numbers, then yeah, you're going to beat their ass at the end of the day. And that's what it's about. First one, they meant First Amendment, right? That's the right for free speech. And then the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. You need that so you can't have free speech. So that's why they're not coming for your guns and stuff, right? Guarantee it. China's not going to come after the United States of America because there's too many Americans that have guns. So they can fly out of the sky all they want. They're going to get their ass beat. Third is the Constitution. We have the Constitution to do what? To self-govern ourselves. To be able to self-govern ourselves, we don't need the government to govern us and tell us what we can and cannot do. We're smart. We're human beings. Go out there and we do what we need to do and put certain people in office. That's the process. So I didn't want to make it all about politics and all this good stuff. So I'm going to redirect and I'm going to push something over here. But hey, you know what? It's one of the greatest countries in the world. It's the United States of America. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else except here in the United States of America. Shit, I don't give a shit. I'm not into that traveling. I want to go to Sweden. Some people love that and they want to do that. Go for it, right? Real estate can help you probably get there, right? But you still got to make it your passion, follow your passions. But I'm going to get back to what we're talking about here, and that is creative real estate. I'm going to pull this up real quick. So creative real estate training with myself, Erick Jimenez. I'm going to be your host for a couple of more minutes. I'm not going to go too long, but I just want to share a few things with you. One is go out and vote. I believe in some states, I think today's the last freaking day. So hopefully that's not true. There's a lot of people that are working out there, doing their part to walk and comb the area and knock on doors and get people to vote and register and all kinds of stuff, because that's really what needs to happen. There's a gigantic movement going with whether you like the guy or not, Trump. There's something magical going on. There is a movement going on. The guy is blessed. He's anointed or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? It's because his heart is in the right place. It's with God. It's with the American people. And I truly believe that he is one of the only guys that can get us to where we need to get to right now, right? And then you got to pick the right people and continue to move forward. It's been too long that policing of America has been happening for the last 30, 40 years and beyond that. But really, the last 30 years have been hit hard. And that's got to stop, right? But creative real estate investing, I'm Erick. I'll be your host for the Amplified Real Estate Show. There's a nice little juicy graphic right there. I got some, what is that? Calendar. Okay, get out of there. But you can go ahead and register. I believe right there, I think there's a QR code right there where you can scan. But on November 20th, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. I don't know where these glasses. I'll put this up. Vote, do our part for America, okay? One American at a time, Americans first. We do have something here. It's the Creative Real Estate Domination Live Networking Meetup. There's a link right there. Sign up for that. It's absolutely free. It's going to be on November 20th. I'm going to come out live. It's just going to be a webinar and have a few guests and some past mentees or current mentees. And we're going to talk about the current state of real estate. I'm going to share some stuff about creative real estate, which is different than just real estate. Usually you go out and get a loan, buy some real estate, cash flow it, fix and flip it or whatever, using your own credit and things of that nature. Or you get creative. That's what we do. That's what I did. And others do across the United States of America is get a little creative with your real estate. Things that can and cannot be done. You stay inside that square. We live a little bit outside that square. It's okay. You call it a gray area, call it whatever you want, but it's all within the law. So, some people say, oh, you can't do that. There's brokers that say you can't do that. And they've been a broker for 10, 15, 20 years and don't know shit. All they know is how to work with agents, right? And that's fine. That works. But you can't sit there and be ignorant and say you can't do this, you can't do that. That's against the law. That's against the law. Because if it's being done, and it is, if you knew and you were a professional at it and you spent your life or most of your life or a long period of time working and doing that type of stuff, then you're going to cover your bases. You're going to cross your T's. You're going to dot your I's. You always want to protect your ass, right? CYA letters, cover your arse. That's what it's all about. And making sure that people and the sellers understand exactly what's going on, black and white. Your investors understand, you understand, people you're working with. Even if you come aboard and work with us as a mentee, you're going to learn those things. I will not have you do a deal. We're not going to get into a deal that doesn't make sense, right? But at the end of the day, it is your business when you're working with us. And if you come aboard and work with us one-on-one or one of the coaching programs, it's up to you. Yeah, you should be smart about it. Get an attorney, right? Get a bookkeeper, get a CPA, get a financial analyst. Because I am not one of those things, right? It's for entertainment purposes at the end of the day. But hopefully there's some things here that'll inspire you to keep on moving forward and do what you need to do. But you got to do your homework, right? You just can't look at everything at face value. You got to dig in a little bit to see if it's for you. Is it going to work for you? Do you have the gut to do it, right? Do you have the balls to do it? Or do you have, are you willing to make sacrifices? And yes, take risks. Real estate is one of the least risks out of all the investment vehicles out there, but real estate still has a risk. Anything with money is a risk. Anything that you do in life, you can get in a car and drive and something can happen to you, right? It's a risk. Everything is a risk. That's life. And if you're going to get up into a little ball and not want to do stuff, then, keep on following the sheep, as I always say, right? I just got that vision. A bunch of sheep going in one direction and everybody smelling each other's ass, right? Because there ain't nothing else. There's just nothing else there except for another sheep. I'd rather go this route. I don't give a fuck if I get my ass beat and I get beat down, get back up, or whatever happens. I'd rather travel the road less traveled. I'd rather be an entrepreneur. I'd rather go this route and decide that my fate, hey, if I fuck up, I fuck up. It's on me, right? Nobody else. And your clients are what? Your bosses are your clients. So take care of them, right? It's a little bit of a different twist. Bend over backwards to accommodate them, right? I've had some good experiences and bad experiences, kind of firing people and hiring people and jumping on certain things that I don't do. I don't like. I'll be honest with you, right? And yeah, do I have a mentoring program? We sure do. It's called AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor you and others across the United States of America. That's right, 24/7 if we need to. Now, I'm serious about that because my goal is to help you with this business so you can learn how to break down deals. You understand how to talk with sellers. You understand the art of the deal. You understand that psychologically, those things are part of sales. And you move forward, right? And then being able to understand what a deal is, understanding what marketing is about, building your verticals and moving forward, and eliminating all the bullshit that's out there, right? And just sticking to the meat and potatoes. And then you can sprinkle it all up with your bells and whistles and all that good stuff once you get good at it. I will tell you this. If you work with us, and you're going to get into creative real estate investing, it'll shave off about 3 to 5 years because that's what it did for me when I got myself a mentor by accident, right? But I had to pay a lot for that. And what I mean by that is I had to pay with blood, sweat, and tears. I had to bring tremendous value to them for them to even work with me. And that's bringing deals to the table and bringing money to the table and being smart enough, or at least knowing, maybe not being smart enough, but knowing what needed to be done and understanding my numbers and not looking like an idiot and going, oh, I think I got a deal right here. And there's no money in it, right? Or not understanding or even pulling the simplest thing, going, here's the deal right here, and not pulling title. And then you show it to your investor and there's 3 freaking loans on it. They're going to look at you and go, you're an idiot. Bring back some deals when you get a little experience under your belt. And I learned that the hard way. Because when I got deals, I wanted to fix and flip, and I figured the investor would just give me money because I got a deal. Hey, I got an awesome deal at 60 cents on the dollar. Why wouldn't you want to give me the money to fix and flipping? Because I didn't have a track record of fixing and flipping. But I wanted them to give me the money and partner up with me so I could do that. It didn't work. I had to continue to do wholesaling, right? Before it was even called wholesaling. So I'd get a contract, I sign the contract, sell it over to another investor. Now that's prevalent now because after social media, 2007, 8, 9, and 10, wholesaling came out. You become a real estate mogul. You don't need any money. You don't need an education. You don't need to know shit about real estate. Just do this, that, and you can sell some deals on the internet. It doesn't work that way. It's a bunch of bullshit. It takes work. You got to understand what the hell you're doing. It is the second step because everybody usually starts off as a bird dog. Then you become a wholesaler. Then you get into buy, sell, fix, flip, creative real estate investing because you want to stretch out your dollars and you want to get into leverage. Leverage is super important, right? If you're using creative real estate investing, leverage and your return investment is astronomical. Simply because you're leveraging OPM, other people's money, and OPE, other people's efforts, okay, to get that bag of gold and turn it into some mean green. So I'm going to share that with you. It's a beautiful, lovely, lovely thing. It's not for everybody, but hey, if you can figure this out and it sounds intriguing to you, definitely reach out or just do a little chat, do a little DM, or try to reach out on some of these links that I have for you. The chat shit again. Woo! All right. I'm getting hungry here, so I'm going to wrap this up. Then get some beef jerky and pistachios rolling. Go hang out with the family, play some video games or whatever. But I'm going to show you one more thing, and this is what I believe in. Coaching versus mentoring. Real Estate Success Explained, the Amplified Real Estate Show. Hey, thanks for watching. If you watch this, watch it all the way through. Go forward, backwards, and backwards. You're going to get some, as I always say, pro tips and golden nuggets at the end of the day. Use them. Read between the lines. Do what you need to do to just start the business. If you're curious about anything, definitely reach out. I got a little something here where you can go and book some time with me, about 15, 20 minutes. I believe it's right here. Let me see. Where's it at? We'll do the QR code. Amp Live. You can catch us on Amp Live Media. That's on X, moving everything to X. We're going to spend a lot of time over there. So if you're on X and you see this, hey, share it with others. Appreciate it. YouTube as well. We're going to go right here. You can actually, you can join right there. There's that QR code on top. What did I want over here? I wanted this right down here. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Oh, there's so many of these. Ooh, okay. Let's fucking go. Excuse my French. We'll do this right here. Scan that QR code right there. That's for the Creative Real Estate Domination Live Networking Meetup. You scan that. Save your spot. We'll see you on November 20th. I'll be back Monday for Mindset Money Monday, Wildness Wednesday, Friday highlights, and Saturday training. Lock in your spot ASAP. Now this one, these are all for money here. I just want to share some information on here. Register. Where's it at here? I guess I didn't put it up here. I thought I did. Alrighty. But my thing is the coaching versus mentoring. Coaching will take you could take you so far, but you got to dig in. You got to do it yourself. There are some done with you a little bit and things of that nature. I truly don't believe that, two calls a month really going to help you. You think you need more in the beginning. The first 30 days are critical. So it's almost like the first 30 days, we got to rock and roll together to get you up and running. If it takes 60, it takes 90. If it takes 6 months, then so be it, because it's not a race, right? The bottom line is that you should move as fast or as slow as you can go. Make sure you understand and digest everything that's being shared with you before you move to the next level. That's what has to happen, right, at the end of the day. So if you're sick and tired of all the bullshit and all that other good stuff and people not responding back, or you got support via email, which sucks, you're never going to do a deal via email, or you got a coach that's going to call you every 2 weeks or every once a month or some bullshit like that. If you're highly advanced, then it might work, but I'm not a fan of it, right? And I could attest to it because I've been there, done that shit, and it don't work, right? I know what works, and that's this. Coaching can work with the coaching calls if you're ready for that, but then to take it to your next level, you're going to need one-on-one mentoring. You're going to need someone who's going to work with you, someone you can bounce ideas off, someone's going to help you negotiate and lock up a freaking deal with you. Nobody does that anywhere. They may pawn you off into a Facebook group with the blind leading the blind, and then 10% of those peeps are going to go after all the newbies and go, hey, yeah, I'll get this deal done for you, get it done for you, but they're not going to share shit with you. They're not going to teach you how to do anything. They're just going to take the deal, work the deal, and hopefully give you a chunk of piece or a piece of the pie, but you're always still going to be spinning your wheels. That's what's called a bird dog, right? So a bird dog you shall be for 8, 9, 10 grand, right? It is what it is. So AHA, Americans Having Americans, and Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, powered by Amp Live Media, and sponsored by VIPeXecs Realty and Lending. Step into excellence. Hey, that's the key. I stand by it. I know what I'm capable of and what we're capable of. Definitely reach out, scan that QR code, and be part of November 20th. I'm also going to share probably a fix and flip and what's going on and how it's being transpired, what's going on with it, and what needs to be done. If you're interested in that, fix and flips or a friendship deal. And I'll show you how to build your own private bank of friendship deal investors and things of that nature. But there's a link here. If I can find the son of a bitch, let me go right here. So you go ahead and book some time. Is it here? Where is it at? Always live and uncut, and it may get cut later on down the wire. I want to say, hey, thank you for the young man. I knew he's been sick. He's been out, but he's got a little bit of fever, and he's still working today. So awesome. I want to say shout out to that young man for doing what he needs to do. All right, so here we go. Where should I put this? I'll put it in the chat. I'll put this in the chat. Boink. Book a live call with myself and my team. It's a Linktree thingy dingy. And let's chat. Let's talk about 15, 30 minutes, all I need. You can ask any question you want, write down your questions, and then we'll set an appointment. and we will talk. Hit me in a DM of some sort on any of the platforms. You may see some stuff on Facebook, and if we do come back on Facebook, it'll be maybe just to run ads like with pay-per-click and things of that nature, but I won't be very active or vocal because they'll just shut me down again. That's that, right? And I get it, but can't be, come on, the world's can't be sensitive to fucking live in this world. Anyways, let's see what I got then. I got that. Oh, I already did it twice. Okay, cool. All righty. And special promo for you for watching. Watch this all the way through the end. I got something very, very, very special for you. It's called Surfing for Deals. Copy and paste. There'll be a video to show you how to do it. Copy and paste. And yes, you're going to get sellers that are going to want and need to sell. But you got to understand how to lock them up, how to work with them, how to pull the data, how to negotiate, how to get that submission, because that's what we call the mission is the submission. And if you can do that, if you can do 20 of those, you'll get 7 to 8 appointments, 3 to 4 offers, and 2 to 3 deals. I guarantee it if you hit it hard enough. Okay, but free is free. So the guarantee for that to happen, it's up to you, right? You got to show up. You got to follow directions. You got to take action. If you take action, you're going to get results. I promise you that. On anything that happens when you're working with us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Go ahead and throw my mug back right up in here. There we go. And if you want to get one of these hats or a shirt, definitely DM. Right now, I'm willing to, hey, if you do a shout out or anything like that, I'll give it to you for free. And if you come aboard, of course, hey, come aboard the mentoring program. We'll get you a hat and a shirt and all that other good stuff and whatever else we could throw in there just to say thank you. That's the bottom line. I want to say thank you to all past, present, future mentees of America. This is why I wake up in the morning to do what I need to do. And hey, reach out and touch bases, okay? Once again, I'm Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one family at a time, one property at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. Go out and vote, 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 vote. Make it too big to rig or rock and roll. I got my black MAGA hat or dark MAGA or whatever, Elon Musk. They got all the right people on that freaking team, right? To make the United States again, as he says, right? Make America great again, right? And it's true, but even probably more powerful than it's ever been with the things that need to happen. And that's with the tariffs, bringing work back to America and Americans and factories and building here and made in America, all those things. And yes, drill, baby, drill needs to happen. It's like common sense. If you don't have that common sense, you're going to have a hard time in this world. That's just the way it is. It doesn't need to happen. Think outside the box. Have a leap of faith. I don't care what you are, right? Atheist, don't believe in God, and whatever, Mormon, whatever. We all have something that keeps us going. We all have to have some faith because we're human beings. We have to believe in something. Because if we don't, you're just going to die, right? You're going to wither away. If you don't lose it, you lose it. And it's true. So you got to stay sharp. Keep on rocking and rolling. Do what you need to do. I'm gonna sign off here. Amp Live, the American Mentee Program. Definitely scan that link down below if you want to chit chat and talk. And we can get you hooked up either in a coaching program or a mentoring program, or just jump on. So we got an app. Hopefully we can get that launched by the 17th. I got some deadlines here. For November 20th, we have the Creative Real Estate Domination Network live. So join that. If you're in California, come on out. Maybe we'll break some bread and get some coffee and and chat and talk. Maybe do some business together. If you got deals, send them over, and vice versa. Maybe you might want to buy some deals. What else we got? Amp Live, the American Mentee Pro. I said that. Amp Live Media. This whole thing is powered by Amp Live Media, sponsored by VIPeXecs Realty and Lending. Step into excellence. Definitely, if you're an agent or you're wanting to become an agent, then reach out. I'll point you in the right direction. See, what are we doing? What we got? What else? That's it. So I'm going to wrap this up for a Sunday sermon, Rants and Raves. Excuse the F-bombs and S-bombs. This comes from a place of passion. Hopefully, I'm not going to bleep them all out or have them all bleeped out. So you might want to cover your ears, or if the youngsters cover their ears, and we'll just go from there. But hopefully you enjoyed it. It is, it's a different element right now going into the holidays and things of that nature, and then going into 2025. So I say gear up, get geared up for 2025, because it's going to be an awesome, crazy road with opportunity. And some people are going to see it as not opportunity, right? But I'm telling you right now, the writing is on the wall. Shit is going to happen. So if you're prepared and you prepare yourself, it's going to be an opportunity to ride the wave, to rock the wave, right? With real estate, why not? 1 deal, 2 deals can change your life. Okay, so think about that. Reach out, touch bases with us, and I'm going to sign off here. So rock and roll in all that you do. Keep on hunting, keep on rocking. Don't listen to anybody's bullshit. Go with your gut, right? Don't listen to people, friends and family. They want you to do good, but sometimes, they don't want you to be, or it just is what it is, right? I've seen that happen in the last cycle with myself and my significant other. Or people say, yeah, hey, I knew you can always do it and this and that. And they say, all kinds of stupid shit, to ridicule you, or until you're making money and you're going to the bank, then you become, hey, oh, I always knew you can do it. You're the greatest. You're this, you're that, and blah, blah, blah. By the way, how are you doing this? And then you grab your junk and you tell them to fuck off, right? Or you embrace them and tell them, oh, sure, come on in. I did all the work for you. Let's roll. But they got to write some fucking checks, right? Who knows? It depends on your personality, depends on where you are in life, and depends on who you are. But that's my 2 cents here. Rock and roll in all that you do. You have an awesome, awesome, awesome one. Reach out. Don't be a stranger. Open door policy. I'm going to get something to eat. Get my, beef jerky, pistachios, some Red Bulls. It's probably not good for you. Also going to, before here, I'm going to keep on talking. Before January, my goal is to lose this gut, right? Now, I don't know. I got some decent genes, right? But at the end of the day, I got this gut and I got to get rid of it. So, hey, maybe we're going to go back to fat meat. Oh, I've never fasted. I'll be honest with you. I tried it. I tried a diet. It just don't work. I go crazy, man. Start feeling like I'm going to pass out and all this shit. But anyways, that's that. Have an awesome turkey day. Have an awesome Christmas. I will definitely be back tomorrow for Mindset and Money Mondays. And my voice is going super loud. Why? I don't know. Fuck it. It is what it is. Keep on rocking and rolling. We'll talk